Hi, I'm Lisa Wisner, Business Performance Advisor with Insperity, where everything we do is aimed at helping your small business be successful so our community can prosper. I believe that small business needs an advisor, and that's my role in this community. And the way I do this is by bringing people and technology to the market to help you run better, grow faster, and make more money. Today I'm going to talk to you about the best free apps for mobile entrepreneurs using the cloud. So I'm a mobile entrepreneur, which means that hotel rooms, coffee shops, airplanes, taxis, shuttles, these remote places become my mini office when I'm traveling or on the go. But just because I'm on the go doesn't mean that I can't stay connected to my work and keep on top of my projects and tasks. So if you're like me and you realize that more and more of your business needs to be done on the go, you have to understand that to be an entrepreneur and be on the go, you have to be productive. And the way to be productive is you have to be smarter than your mind. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but there's a saying, rule your mind or it will rule you. If your mind were smart, it would only remind you of something when you could do something about it. For example, like how many times have you been reminded to call someone or buy something when you're brushing your teeth or cooking dinner? When you've thought about something you want to do or you should do, it's usually so obvious and so simple that you're thinking, I'm not going to forget that. I don't need to write it down. And then 2 minutes later, you get consumed with the next thing on your mind. And sure enough, it's 5 o'clock or it's 6 o'clock at night and you've forgotten to make that important phone call that you were so sure you wouldn't forget because, your mind is not smart. And so you have to understand that if you don't rule your mind, it will rule you. That's number one rule. The next rule is how to stay productive when you're on the road. And for me, I like to say that the cloud has been my saving grace. The cloud is like, cloud computing, the cloud, it's so popular. Everyone just talks about it. They're like buzzwords in the tech world. And, I want to explain what cloud computing is because so many times I visit with owners and they don't themselves understand what cloud computing is. They want to use these resources to automate their business processes, but they don't understand what they are. So cloud computing refers to documents, resources, any applications, and any devices that can be used with an internet connection. As long as you have access to an internet connection, you can use these applications or you can access these documents or any resources that you need. So for example, I use Photoshop.com. So if you log on to Photoshop.com, you'll find a basic photo editing software that's just like the Photoshop that you would have bought at a local software store like Office Depot or Office Max or Best Buy, and then install it on your computer. You can just go to Photoshop.com and pay for a subscription, and now you can start editing photos online. And it's also the same thing as when you use your Gmail service or if you use Yahoo Mail or whatever it is that you use that's an online email service. That is an example of cloud computing. So if you're curious about cloud computing solutions for your business, give me a call and we'll talk about that further. But this podcast today is really geared towards the owners who want to take their work on the road, who want to understand how they can be able to use the power of the cloud to get more done, to have consistent, actionable, and relevant projects completed when they need to be completed because they understand how to use these cloud computing tech tools. So I want to help you make your life easier. So I'm going to give you my tips of success on the road so that I can help you boost your productivity as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share with you is an app that I think everybody needs to have in their back pocket. Whether you like it or not, you need to have the app called Evernote. And I'm going to share it with you because it's a really awesome secret if you didn't know about it. It's amazing because this app might just be the best way for you to remember anything and everything in your entire life. So you can record notes, you can record pictures, you can take pictures, you can record audio, videos. I mean, literally, it'll help you organize everything into one single application. It's amazing. You literally just turn on that app and do whatever it is you need to do. You need to snap a photo of something you wrote down on a napkin. If you need to remind yourself of something that, maybe you're driving, you just need to record something real quick and just remind yourself of some awesome thoughts that you had. Just use that Evernote app. It's really awesome. So the next app I'm going to share with you is an app called Around Me. It's pretty simple. It's simplicity itself. And this app lets you know what's nearby. So if you're out on the road and you're looking for a restaurant or a gas station, everything's at your fingertips. You literally, all you have to do is just go to that app and it'll find things that are around you. Even if it's a bank, maybe you're looking for some cash. It's really super simple. I like it. It's super fast. I mean, you can go onto Google Local and there's all these other apps that'll help you, get to find what's around you. I just find that the Around Me app is so simple. It just does exactly what it says, and there's no complicated things around it. Okay, so the next app I want to share with you is a really kind of fun one that I use, and I use it with my family too. It's called Min to Go, which actually stands for Minute to Go. It's a great timer and alarm clock app, but it's not just a timer and alarm clock app. It's super amazing. It's like this superhero alarm clock app because it helps you track your progress and keep time. It also reminds you when you have 15 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, and I love it because when I tell my boys that they can only be on their computer for 30 minutes, it gives a great reminder that you have 15 minutes to go, and then another reminder they have 5 minutes to go. And especially if I'm in a meeting, I just turn my my phone into a great reminder that there's 20 minutes left in the meeting, and so I need to start thinking about how can I wrap up this meeting for next action? How can I start moving this conversation more into what are we going to do next after I walk out this door? Because the worst thing you can do is keep anybody you have an appointment with longer than you need to. So I always like to have a reminder that, we've had a great conversation, but time's about to run out. So, 15 minutes into it, 5 minutes into it is a little too late to be asking, what are you going to do next? Because that actually is a whole other conversation versus what you were having before. So Mint2Go is a great app. The next cloud computing app you should get is Skype. Skype is not just for chatting with long distance friends. I use it with my family and friends who are abroad, but for me, I think the power of Skype is that it's a really low-cost solution for conference calls and video meetings. I find it I call it my one-stop shop for communication because I actually use it to make my phone calls as well. So I make my phone calls, I store my contacts in there, I use it for video. It's really super easy and super awesome. So if you haven't considered using Skype when you're on the road, you should consider it. It's really awesome. The next app is called RTM, and that actually stands for Remember the Milk. And this app has literally retired my mind from the job of being my list manager. Trust me, this one app will literally put you light years ahead of most business owners and quite frankly, any individual on this planet. So do yourself a favor, get smarter than your mind and get that Remember the Milk app. It's so popular, and I learned about it from my good friend Kendra Kennison, and she's my habit chef. She helps me literally understand how to best use my habits, how to hone those great habits that I have so that they're helping me be more productive. So it's really great. You can get it on your phone or on your iPad or even on the web. It's great. It works with everything as well. It works with Google Apps, with Outlook. It even works with Evernote. It's really awesome. It helps you actually literally remember everything, including the milk. It's a really cute name. The next cloud computing app I think you should get is called PassPack. PassPack is really great because it's a free online password manager system, and I've been using it for a long time. And the reason I like it is because it actually securely saves and manages your passwords, and the bonus is that it helps you actually collaborate with people you work with. So if you share passwords with anyone, or if anybody needs to set up a system for you that you're going to need to get access to, they can just securely share any passwords or any secure information through that app, and you'll be able to access it wherever you are. The next app is called Munch. This one is so easy and it's so smart. I love it, especially because LinkedIn has recently just changed their features. They've upgraded their contacts to where now you no longer see your connections as in your network as just connections. You can see them as contacts. It's super cool, and it syncs with your Outlook, it syncs with Evernote, it syncs with your Gmail. And what you do with Munch is every time someone gives you one of their business cards, all you do is snap a photo with Munch. It literally converts that business card into a contact automatically. I believe that there's actually people doing this. I don't think that it can do it so perfectly with being a computer. I don't know how they do this, but they do it and it's free. And then it automatically syncs to your LinkedIn. And then now because your LinkedIn is synced to your Outlook and your Gmail and your Evernote, it actually tells you when is the last communication you had with this person, when's the last meeting you had with them, when did you meet this person, where did you meet them. It's super, super smart, and it's super easy, so you should get it. And then when you're on the road, it's really difficult to keep up with all the business cards you get, especially if you're like me, you're meeting people all the time, you're talking to people all the time, you're exchanging cards, and it's hard to keep track of where you met these people. So using that Munch app is really cool because it actually puts those contacts where you need them to be. The next app is Expenseable. This mobile application is a companion to an app for Insperity's Expenseable system, which helps you track your reporting of your expenses easier. And I can tell you, I don't know how I ever managed anything without this Expenseable app. So it's super simple. You spend money using the expense management system. You spend money using the Expenseable MasterCard that you get from your company, whether it's buying your gas or if it's buying lunch for that business owner, for that client. What you do is you just use your card, and then you use the Expenseable app to take a picture of the receipt, and you send that receipt to your EBAN, and automatically goes straight into the reporting and approval process. You don't have to think about it. It completely automates the way that you file and approve expenditures to completely cut down on the way that I've been able to manage my expenses using the Expenseable system. So the other great thing about it for your business is that it would actually seamlessly integrate into your QuickBooks and other accounting systems. So if you're on the road a lot and you're having to keep track of your expenses, and then when you come back into the office, your administrator is always asking, do you have your receipts? Or she's asking everybody, at the end of the month, you guys need to turn in your expense reports, or you're not going to get reimbursed, or whatever it is. The Expenseable app is great. And the great thing about it, it's an all-inclusive fee structure. So you actually have to pay for this one. All the other apps I mentioned are free, but this one you have to pay for it, but you'll get a risk-free 30-day trial. So if you want to do a quality check on the systems that you're using right now to get things done, give me a call. And if I notice any gaps in your system, I'll tell you about them, and I'll help you really understand how you can figure out how to really maximize on your time on the road. Because you'll find that if you're able to manage your business, if you're able to be productive on the road, that means when you're actually physically in the office, in a space that you can work, you'll be on fire. You'll be getting things done way easier and way faster than anybody around you. You'll be amazing. You'll be a superhero. So if your business is struggling to stay productive on the road, give me a call. My name is Lisa Wisner. You can call me at 361-239-8760. That's 361-239-8760. Or you can email me, lisa.wisner@insperity.com, or just Google Lisa Wisner, and you'll find me right there on Google. I look forward to visiting with you. Have a wonderful day.